What are you reading?
I'm reading about Audrey.
Audrey.
Reading filmy
I've heard.
cha. I find him very entertaining, actually.
You do?
Yeah, he's so fun.
And what else is in the magazine?
So there's lots of stuff about shows and movies to watch out for upcoming.
Something to do with our topic, no? Today we are planning
Yeah.
to talk about Bollywood and
Correct. So let's first introduce ourselves. Although by now everyone really should know who we are. But if you don't, I'm Anjali.
I'm Kainaz.
And this is Main Character Energy. And today we're actually going to be talking about iconic female characters in Bollywood.
Right.
Because, for the long, we've had this conversation, right?
Yeah.
There used to be, back in the day, women didn't have important roles in Bollywood. They were just like dancing around trees and
Most
very
of them,
random, right?
True, actually.
But over the years now, there have been some very interesting
roles.
female characters that you kind of seen, right?
Yeah.
So I have a list of my own where I think like the top ones for me, I have like my top 5 or 6 which I think are like awesome.
Yeah.
But do you have any like
I
what
have
do you
a
think?
few, but thing is,
Who's your favorite? Like your most iconic?
I did. So I relate. I won't say favorite, but I related to In Diya Zindagi with Alia.
Yeah.
When she was going through some stuff, and then of course because
The mental health stuff, no, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not
because of mental health stuff. I related because SRK was her therapist.
Oh, yeah, you were like, man, if only it was my therapy.
Yes, after that, I was like, if I go to therapy, would I please get a shout?
Yeah, so he was very good in that movie.
It was so good. And all I was thinking was, are they going to, the romantic in me said, are they going to get together?
So not the point of the movie. He was supposed to help her heal and, identify her childhood trauma and all of that. And
yeah, but I really thought, like, see, when this happens, like, wouldn't it? Come on, if you have a therapist like that, wouldn't you fall for a therapist?
Yeah,
I would make problems just to go to him.
But they had other hot men, like even for her in the movie. In the end, there's Aditya Roy Kapoor, who, I love Aditya Roy Kapoor. He's got like a 5-minute old.
Oh yeah, and he does come in.
He's the one in the end that she's like, it leads you to believe she'll end up with him. And then there's that other guy, no? What's his name? I love him.
I don't know. I didn't see anybody.
His name is what? He was only the tall. Kunal Kapoor.
Okay.
He's really hot.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
But we're not talking about the men today. We're talking about the women. Let's focus. My favorite topic. And your least favorite.
Or talks about a guy outside. I cannot wake up. Okay. But anyways, let's do it.
No, but that's a good pick, I think, because I think for the first time I loved that movie because the female character was so like normal, relatable because she was flawed, right? She wasn't like, again, she used to she had commitment issues. She would just in the minute a guy would try to get close to her, she would kind of like,
which one was this? Just
Zindagi. Yeah, they show that.
I thought the guy dumped her and then she came.
So he travels, but he was still interested in her. She's the one who has like her commitment issues and stuff because it turns out she was, she was abandoned as a child by her parents and that was the trauma which led to
that's what
which is unfortunately very true for a lot of people, right? That you're carrying all this baggage. But I think that was the first time I at least saw this therapist relationship in Bollywood. So I think that movie was quite progressive.
It was very progressive. And it was even received well. There are nice songs and everything. And I liked her character because she comes across as someone like we could all relate to, Like we all have like love issues and then, we need help. And instead of talking to our friends, sometimes just going and talking to somebody who doesn't know you, a therapist, someone who has a different point of view may help. And I think romantically also it's good to have, but as of a good therapist, because I've been to that's a different topic altogether. I've been to somebody and they make you feel worse. And then I also went to a very gorgeous, in a real life, good looking therapist.
He's got you manifested.
His name is therapist. Yeah, Kabir in the book.
First, I have a theory that people with that name, so in my character in Tinseltown Affair, the male lead is called Kabir because I think it's a very nice, suave name, right? There's something for that name. That's very
in real life, he's not Kabir, but in the book, he's Kabir. Real life, he was something else. But then, of course, after I was like, we had to end it because obviously I didn't behave myself.
You were like, he's like, tell me about your trauma. You're like, oh no, give me some trauma, come here. And he's like, that's not
more trauma.
No. So no.
Okay, yeah.
But so for me, but that's a good pick. I mean, if I had to think of a movie that really stood out, I think it's Queen. I think it's the ultimate breakup movie also. Firstly, any woman who's been dumped by guys should watch Queen. Because in fact, just some months back, I rewatched it after a while. And I just love that whole movie, right? The whole message about self-love, which was what that movie was about, right? Like this guy was just holding her back the whole time. And I liked the way they showed it because, in the moment when it happened, happened, she was like, oh my God, my whole life is like ruined.
Yeah.
But I loved the grandmother's character who tells her, right, that you go live your life. Yeah. And she's kind of like, you know, you will see in time, you'll see that this is one of the best things that's happened.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that that is, it's like, you know, when they say like, when a man dumps you or whatever, it's like the trash has taken himself out.
Yeah.
But it's completely that. Like when someone doesn't see your worth and your value and they've gone away.
Yeah.
You know, you focus on yourself. Don't stop your living.
Absolutely.
And it's only when she does that where she realizes that, wow, you know, I can make friends. People can connect
outside. Yeah.
I am talented. I look so well. You know, like she really got that confidence. And I've seen it so much. Actually, it happens a lot more often. And it's very sad that very talented women, you know, they're in relationships where the men really bring them down. And it really affects your confidence, you know.
Yeah.
Like the way she felt that, oh, you know, I can't write. I'm not good at this.
Like in her English, everything was.
Yeah. And when she was like, you know, having a good time and dancing somewhere, he's, you know, he tries to curb and he's like, what will people think?
Yeah.
So it's so common that kind of, you know, men who try to bring women down.
And it was like a bird, you know, in a cage, and then it's just like that, let her free.
Yeah.
And then she just like, you know,
and I love about the way it was all done because, you know, she didn't like, it's not filmy dialogue towards the end or anything. She just kind of realizes that, oh, like, I don't want this anymore. Yeah. And she very gracefully kind of walks out and she lives her life. So it was amazing.
Yeah. And she was a chef as well.
Oh, yeah. The chef was really hot, but I wanted her to end up with Alexander, her roommate, right? He was so cute also.
Yeah, there was a roommate, but he was
like, no, he was just a friend. Like, I like that they did, you know, because not everything is about, you know,
that would have just taken another entire different exhibit, right? Exactly. And I mean, we are forced to write something happier there.
Yeah.
But then she wouldn't be able to discover herself.
Yeah.
Because that's you'll be alone
yeah.
and have friends, but not a romantic entanglement to actually get there. Yeah.
And I think that's so true because we all conditioned to feel that, you know, like you're only happy when there's a man in your life or whatever, which is not true. You can completely, you know, sort of have an amazing time on your own and you should learn to be happy.
And then whoever wants to walk in can walk in whenever they want.
You are in that good energy, you'll probably attract the right person.
So
lovely message.
For whatever you are. It's a lovely message actually.
Yeah.
I think that's why these female characters in Bollywood, when they take up roles like that, even if they are not best, it's not bestsellers, if they're not Friday hits or whatever they call them, if they're not like, still they do it. And I think that is something that's so important because so many of these movies may not have become like the top, you know, like crores and crores they make, but at least it gives a message to the right people. And I think when you give a message through a movie or a book, I think it's something really beautiful because nothing gives a bigger message than a movie or a book.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Right? And I think like, especially when it comes to, you know, actually creating these women characters, because the minute you have these characters that are kind of living their lives freely or like showing people that, you know, you can change your circumstances. I think a lot of people draw so much inspiration from Bollywood, right? I think so. I think these movies probably have inspired a lot of women to just kind of own their lives and go and go after
really, I mean, it didn't inspire me because I saw myself in that. I was like, exactly. I can do that. But even my book, like when you read it and all, you always felt, even the characters in my first book, Coffee Day Shaminads, they're very strong women.
Yeah.
They're women who have like, you know, like they're just like, they're doing things that are totally like one wants to, you know, I mean, I don't want to say it here, but there's so many of them that have different kind of lives, which you would not expect to read.
Yeah.
And it's actually coming into your own. I think that's what coming into your own and owning it. I think that's everything about that I write is also something similar because I guess that's what we are. So we write characters like that. And I think even Bollywood, I think even the female directors.
Yes. I was just going to say that actually female writers and female directors, because if you see, most of these movies that we talk about now, they are written by women or they are, the directors were women, right? Like, for example, even English Winglish was Gauri Shinde, right?
Right.
So women have this because you know the experience of being a woman. The women characters that they create tend to be so much more authentic and so much more like, you know, well-rounded than like, say, you know, when a man writes a woman character, right? Because, I think that makes a difference also. When the more female writers and directors we have, the more iconic female characters will emerge, right?
So it's a sensitive way of dealing with it. Though there are certain male directors who do a fab job.
Definitely. Like, Queen was directed by a male director.
And a couple of others also who do really like, you know, they like women-centric themes and they do that.
Yeah.
But as you said, the women directors would probably have a different angle to it. You know, because if you go through something, you write it better in a way.
Yeah.
In a way. And so I think they've done it really well. In fact, this, the one which was the Kahani?
Kahani was amazing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good one also.
Yeah. So what did you, we were talking about it early on. What did you take away from it? I was like, there were quite a few things that I love
that twist. Like no one sees that twist coming, right? And I think that was more about it, about the the story that she
I think Vidya Balan did a great job.
Of course. She's an amazing actor. So I think any role she does full justice to it. But I think it was this woman because when you're watching the movie, you're feeling all bad for her and you think she's this helpless pregnant woman. And then in the end, when you realize that she's faking this pregnancy.
So that's, the devious kind of women.
Even women who are with certain shades of grey or villainous or not necessarily, that, like for example, Tabu in Andhadhu. She was amazing in that role because it was completely like this villainous character, but she did it so authentically that you don't hate her. Like you're just like, oh my God, she's, So I think that's also very interesting. And you have your women characters that have probably got dark shades, but they're, because that's also, a facet of like women can be very manipulative also. They can be.
Of course, women are.
Women are sharp, right? Exactly. We are
sharper. It's that we don't use it for the right reasons. So, some simple as that.
As we're getting older, I think we're learning to channel out.
But even all these, when I had something, very... the Bollywood directors who actually made women just, when you stand under a waterfall or they're giving a
sexualize a woman. And
when you do a rain scene or even not that, even that really kind of, it's like the antithesis of what we are talking about. And they're like, why? Why did this have to be? Okay, you want the audience to come. Yeah. Obviously, you're playing into the front seaters who are going to sell and who are going to, we go home and whatever. But, this is what they do. They play into that. And it's mostly by male directors, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if a female director would do that or whatever. So
you're right.
So it's a man's mind who makes you, and that really kind of, that just demotes the whole cause. So then it's of 10% of these movies and then 90%.
But I think nowadays it's also happening with the male actors, right? For example, Dostana, if you remember John Abraham in his swimsuits on the beach. I mean, of course, Priyanka was also in her golden swimsuit, but I think there was something for the women also.
But again, maybe there was a reason, like they're doing a song like that or whatever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just like a straw under this and, suddenly it's raining in the middle of like some October, November. It's like, why is it raining now? It's not even monsoon. No, because we want to give another scene.
Yeah, I think thankfully, I think in a lot of movies now, you don't see so much of it. I think this was a very 90s thing where like the women suddenly, tip barsa pali and all that.
I remember going for this thing where Vinod Khanna was shooting for Parampara. It's a very old movie.
It was a nice movie.
I'm obviously saying my
I was like,
so he was shooting a rain scene with I don't remember who, one actress, some famous actress.
Meenakshi. No.
One of the
could be.
And it was a rain scene at Megu Studio. He was sitting there. Of course, I went to see him. And I took my friend. I said, what, we'll go. I was writing, right, for Stardust and also, of course, with Film Magazine, Vogue, all over. And I make excuses to go because, of course,
let me go.
So he was, whatever age, he
had a lot of charisma. My mom is my mom's favorite actor, actually.
Completely. So he was sitting there, short button still here. Of course, I'm totally getting out of this topic. But the scene, because the rain scene was going on, I'm like, he was wet. And I was sitting with my friend, I'm like, why is he wet? So they were doing a whole rain scene where he was wooing the heroine and she was also wet. So he came
raining.
So he comes and his buttons are till here. And my friend and me were like really wet when all and of course the actress was sitting there. But we obviously wasn't even high to all because your body is so
like you may be an amazing, talented actress, but we're here for like.
So they would do these things, right? I mean, of course, they put him in the. We would put him in under a waterfall. I would do that. So sure. It's just always more the women like Ram Teri Ganga, whatever. All those movies,
Shiva,
90s and all we're talking about.
See, there's certain movies. I think sometimes the script demands it also. Like let's be like for example, Jism. I remember when it came out, everyone was like, "Oh my God, look at the song." But I think there the character had to be this like. She was supposed to be like, whatever, trying to seduce them and stuff. So it kind of made sense, right? I see what you're saying about when randomly back in the day, they were just like, there's no need and, it's the characters doesn't. But that's why we're talking about these female characters in good movies where the women really stood out.
Right.
And I think I'm happy that this list can actually be quite long now. There was a time when it would just be a handful. But I think in recent years, there have been a lot of good such movies
even the actors are choosing it
Exactly. They're
consciously doing it.
Yeah.
And that's nice. Not only for the money, of course it is. Like saying that, of course, we didn't like the statement of Kangana when she talked about you should not date online, etc., etc.
She makes controversial statements. That's usually like
controversial statements.
Yeah.
But the saying that she's also chosen things that are probably like, a little bit orthoback roles.
Yeah,
strong
I think
women.
For me, Queen still remains one of the best.
And Vidya Balan, you'll see her mostly choosing, except even that, was that dirty picture.
Yeah, again, that was also when it came out.
Yeah.
It created quite a ripple also because, she was so confident in her body, right?
And so I think that message was different.
Exactly.
So if somebody else had done it, we would have said, oh, dirty picture. But when she did, we were like, what? Yeah. Wow. Like, if she's there, then I think
so that is definitely on that iconic list.
Iconic list.
For me, if I think about English, I think that was, again, older woman,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
There's one thing where, because Bollywood, as much as it has been sexist and all of that, it has also been ageist, especially for women. When you reach a certain age, there was a time when you wouldn't think that, a movie completely, it's only about Sridevi. Like, she is the protagonist and her life. And it was like her comeback movie, I remember. But it was such a lovely movie. Again, female director.
Yeah.
And everyone could kind of relate there, because we've all kind of done that, right? Where you've probably made fun of your mom. And I remember watching it and being like, oh gosh, now you really feel bad. We've all done this somewhere. But how she
loved, the role was so beautifully done.
And again, the way she the speech she does at the end about, fancy should not be judgmental.
Yeah.
And she just, it's such a like
her English.
Yeah.
So natural.
It's
like she didn't become like a girl in English, but she kind of,
she conveyed her message to the family.
Yeah, they were
And again, I would want her to end up with a hot French guy. I was like, dude, your husband is like, he treats you badly. He doesn't look great. Look at this French guy, so cute.
Yeah. But I think we just want women to just leave.
Leave this boring husband. Go to the hot guy who respects your
values. So she had a lovely group as well, right? Now I remember.
So that's what coming to your own, and that message, I think a lot of Indian women could obviously connect to, because we've spoken about this in our earlier episode as well about how when women get married, so often they lose themselves to that role of wife, mother, and your life is just surrounding your family. Right? But if given a little chance to actually go out there and
they can do wonders. They can really
find themselves, connect with people, and that it was just lovely. So that was a nice one.
What do you think about all these historical roles of women?
Padmavat,
and all the who I'm talking about. What is that? What is your take on those? I mean, always thinking, maybe they're depicting a different age.
Yeah, it's a different era and a different time, right? I know that movie had a lot of controversy because of that whole practice of sati, right? The women had gone and burnt themselves. But again, I feel like they were just showing that time.
Right.
And they were showing that was their strength in their way, that they didn't want to, bow down to the Mughals. So they were like, whatever, we will jump into the fire.
Yeah.
So it was,
it's
a different time. So I just feel like,
Paro and Devdas.
Oh, Paro and Devdas.
It's very seducing here, right? It was right. I got the name right. Yeah. And he was he was drinking. She was like, get him drink, and then So that's also a very strong woman. Even a woman who's luring a man also is a very strong woman.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it was only sex. The way she was, conducting herself, the way she was.
The ada that you say, right? A femininity, if you were like.
Yeah. And even the movie, The Dilwale, when Amrish Puri actually, he said that Jile.
Jile.
People, every time people clap.
Yeah.
I think the movie is still running. I think after 40 years, 30 years, and people are still clapping.
Yeah.
Why are they clapping at that one line? Why?
Because it's that woman being given the freedom to go live her life.
Does she need a permission firstly? Jile? No, she doesn't. But of course, those days, of course,
parents.
Jile.
So I have to tell you this funny story, sir. So I remember I wanted to do this trip to Greece. I wanted to go on holiday with my two friends, and I told my dad I'm going. Okay, and then he was like, "I know you all UK girls, and this is you way back when I was 20 something." But I was like, "I know you all watch Dilwale Dulhania," and you think you're going to meet someone hot. No, but I really didn't. I was like, listen, I just want to go on a holiday with my friends. Honestly, that's not what I'm thinking. I really just want to go on a trip. But actually a lot of people were inspired by that movie, as well as
doesn't happen. I went to Switzerland on a flight. 4 years I flew with my dad.
It's actually
never found anything like that.
No, it has happened to me maybe once or twice in my life. I've actually sat next to a good looking person.
And then what?
No, and then we had a nice conversation and everything.
Right.
Then they went and
of course he went. तुमने अपनी जिंदगी क्यों?
Then it was, but it was fun because you think it only happens in movies that you sit next to someone.
No, you do, yeah. It doesn't happen in this country. Sorry, I've tried to sit in a bus. Nothing happens. Nice in a train out here.
Yeah, I mean,
in the male's compartment out here, you would never want to go in the gentleman's compartment.
Oh yeah,
because you'll just get pinched.
Of course.
Yeah, and I think the women's compartment also is quite pretty bad at times.
Yeah. So
I think this Bollywood entire, as we said in the whole discussion, Anjali, like you love Bollywood, like you watch and we watch so much, and you watch, of course, more than me. Even in the like movies like the first Metro Indian or whichever the movies that we are seeing, you always have women. They are showing like certain directors are projecting women as the decision makers and someone who can twist in the end. Even the part 2, she finally does something.
Correct. Yeah,
doesn't.
Yeah.
Konkona finally does something.
Yeah, so I liked that in Metro. She's kind of like, screw you, like you did this, now I'm going to go and show you what it's like.
She hasn't done anything because she caught him or whatever. You would have, but she caught him. And then she's like, and he's like following all around. It's like silly also.
Yeah.
I'm a very understanding husband. I think I don't think anybody would be that way. Yeah, I mean, we all have ideas on that movie, but this was a good part of it. You know? And then, of course, telling the girl that you can live your life the way whatever gender you choose to be with.
Yeah.
Again, that was another message which should choose any gender that you want to be with. A lot of viewers are not happy. Why are you encouraging our kids?
Because it's not called encouraging. It's actually called just doing of normalizing. Because if someone is genuinely attracted to someone, the same sex, as a parent, you should, or as someone, you should kind of tell them that it's okay and like I'll still love you. And, that messaging is also important. Let's think about what else.
So I think the takeaway from this entire Bollywood thing is that
I was thinking more movies. Because I can only. This is my favorite topic to go on.
I know you love it. I know you love it.
So, I know you love it. Yeah, I like Dil Dhadakne Do. Have you watched Dil Dhadakne Do? You have, right?
I must have watched it.
So Priyanka Chopra again, Zoya Akhtar being a female director. I loved her character because she was like, again patriarchal to us. Even though they were a very well-off family, there is this whole thing that her achievements are always downplayed, and it's like, oh yeah, you're running this company, but whatever. And then finally her family sees her for who she is as an individual. And again, the relationship they showed between her mother, right? And the father, where the mother knew that the father was cheating, but she kind of just pretended to ignore it because she was like, what would I do? But finally they talk about it, and she tells us, and I know I always knew what you were up to, right? So I think these are such like nuanced sort of characters, because we see these women around us all the time. But
talking about Priyanka again, I was just thinking, I remembered Edbar.
Oh yeah, that was like, again, it was like one of her
these movies of women now only
sit up to us. But she did a very good job with that role again.
Like she's seducing the married guy. It's like, again, you're showing a woman doing that, not only the guys doing that.
And then Kareena actually being a lawyer and defending the husband and standing up. So you did have strong female characters in that movie as well.
He wasn't guilty, right?
Yeah, no, she was the one who was throwing herself on, whatever. You like, my role model. I want to be like you, girl. No. But I think, we can probably keep going on, but I think we've covered a nice range of female characters.
Totally.
But we should actually ask people to tell us who
their favorite is.
Tell us who your favorite iconic female character is.
They have to be perfect.
Not at all.
She doesn't have to do only the right things, but what do you and why? What to want this Bollywood because I think we just go on. We are so poly. We are so Bolly.
Totally. Like, filmy, anime, in our main character.
In our main character energy. We are main characters. Because a nice line, like just be the main character.
Oh yeah. Dude, I just forgot, but I know we'll do a part 2, but Jab We Met, everyone loved Geet. Kareena Kapoor in that role. And she really owned it, right? She was your girl next door, but she also we saw the part where she's dumped by the guy, how she's kind of living on her own. So she shows that you get to see that independence also, and that side where she doesn't want to, just go back running to the family crying. Actually, she's now taking sort of ownership for her decisions, right?
Like we had a time, but people loved it.
And that line is always going to be iconic. I think my apni favorite too. I think everyone loves it.
How are you related? That Pooh line. Oh, the people were just bashing it. I think, at one point when Pooh came out in what is it, Kabhi Khushi Jayega, right?
Yeah.
And when Pooh was out, like people were like, what is this? But now, like you saw one imitated and copied her for the years.
It was iconic. She was iconic because again, she loved herself, but she was like, I'm amazing, and she owned it, right?
And I think she does that in real life as well.
Yeah,
and I think that's what people can relate.
Yeah.
It's same for Kangana. Like when you when you are same in the real life, then people are like, oh, you know what? That's what it is.
That's true, actually. Yeah,
isn't it?
These people who are so confident and they really own who
Sushmita
they are.
herself, like, you know, she also does very strong roles at times.
Yeah.
Sometimes she doesn't, but there's a certain time that she's done a very, like, these strong woman-oriented roles.
Correct.
And we are like, oh, you know what? She's Miss Universe. And, you know, she speaks her mind. Even now, today, she's, like, all about her mind, herself, intelligent woman. So I think that's a respect that they get. So, yeah, it's like, so thanks for watching and please tell us your favorites.
Yes, we'd love to know your favorite female iconic characters.
And like, subscribe, follow.
Always.
And if they're not doing it, what are we going to do about it?
I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. All we can tell you is you'll miss out on our amazing content. So I think you should just do it.
Thank you for watching, guys. Main character energy.
How are we going to do a dance move to end this? Because it's Bollywood, we should, I think.
Okay. Kasha, I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite? What is your favorite, like, song in Bollywood? I didn't, like, you would, like, say.
Oh, I think in recent times there's that Kudi No Nachne De, if you know. It's the,
shall we play it?
It's just, it's just about women being like themselves, right? They're like, let the woman be free and dance and be happy. And they had a lot of Bollywood actresses in the song. So it was a fun video also to watch.
Okay. Yeah, so you want to do one?
No, we're going to do London to
Okay.
Yeah, because that's also fun. Okay, bye.
There we go.
Big Ben, Pura London. There's the iconic step, dude.
I don't know.
Do the Tubak. Okay, great. Done. Okay.